Hi students, now we are going to solve some of the competitive exam MCQs in the chapter Gravitation. Okay students, how to solve the MCQs for any examination, be it NTSC or any other competitive exams. You will have to keep one notebook and pen. Whenever you read the numericals, you will have to work it out and then you have to choose the answer. Simply you cannot guess the answer and write A, B or C or D. Okay students? Now you look at the first sum. For example, a body at rest falls freely under gravity. Velocity of the body after 2 seconds is, 4 options are given. So which of these options will be correct? We have to solve and find out very quickly. Now what are all the given quantities you see here? What are given? First of all, I am going to write U is equal to 0 because it starts from rest and also falls freely. Under gravity means then G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square is given. And the time taken is T equal to 2 seconds is given. Okay students. Now you will have to find out what the velocity of the body after 2 seconds. Final velocity after 2 seconds. So for that equation, final velocity V is equal to U plus GT. So this is equal to 0 plus 9.8 into 2. So this is equal to 0 plus 9.8 into 2 is 19.6. Therefore the final velocity is equal to what? 19.6 meters per second. So we have got the answer 19.6 meter per second. So which of these options is correct? You see here option B. Option B is correct. Okay students, therefore the correct answer is option B. So this is correct. Have you understood? Now you look at the second problem is on the other side of the board now. A body dropped from the top of a tower reaches the ground in 2 seconds. The height of the tower is asked. Height of the tower means it is the distance travelled by that body in the given time. So here also first we will write the given quantities. Okay students, so the given quantities, since a body is dropped from the top of the tower means it is falling freely. So what must be the initial velocity of start? U must be equal to 0. And the time taken here also is equal to what? 2 seconds. And acceleration is equal to what? G. Okay, that is equal to 9.8 meters per second square. So the height of the tower must be equal to the distance travelled in a given time. So for that the distance versus time equation must be used. That is the second equation. S is equal to height h. The distance travelled is equal to the height of the tower h. So this is equal to what? Ut plus half gt square. Okay. So h is equal to 0 plus half into 9.8. Okay, half into 9.8 into 2 square. So this is equal to what? Half into 9.8 is 4.9. Okay. So this is half into 9.8. I will write this as a 4.9 into 2 2s are 4. Okay. So roughly how to calculate? You see here this 4 into 4 is 16, is it not? 4 4s are 16. Then 9 4s are 36. So it is 0.9 into 4 is 3.6. So 16 plus 3.6 must be equal to 19.6. So this is equal to 19.6 meter. You look at the options. Which of the options will be correct here is the option C. Okay students. Therefore the height of the tower h is equal to 19.6 meter. And hence which option is correct now? Option C is correct. Okay. Have you understood like this? Okay, we will solve some more problems. Okay. Now the third MCQ is a particle projected vertically upwards with a velocity 9.8 meter per second reaches the point of projection after how much seconds of time we have to find out. So for this, let us consider this is the ground from which the particle is projected vertically upwards. So after reaching the maximum height, its final velocity will be equal to 0. And after that it will come back to the ground itself. Now while going up, suppose if it has consumed a time t seconds, the same time t seconds only it will consume while coming down also, because the time of ascent is equal to the time of descent. So in how much time it will return back to the point of projection must be equal to t plus t equal to 2t. Okay. Now what are the given quantities you see here? The initial velocity of projection u is equal to 9.8 meters per second, and the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second square. Now using this equation, v is equal to u minus gt. Why there is a negative sign here? Yes, the particle is initially thrown in the upward direction. Okay students? So in the equation I have substituted minus g. So the final velocity at the highest point is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to u minus gt, or gt is equal to u. Okay students, this implies what? 9.8 into t is equal to 9.8. Because g equal to 9.8, u is also equal to 9.8. Therefore, what is t equal to 1 second? T equal to 1 second. So immediately some students will click the answer A, because they have got the answer t equal to 1 second. What is actually t here? It is not the total time. It is only the time of ascent. So if t is the time of ascent, means the same time only it will take to come back also. So the question is, by how much time it will come back to the point of projection. Therefore total time, okay students, therefore total time taken is equal to t plus t equal to 2t. So this is equal to 2 seconds is the answer. So which of the options is correct? You see here option B is correct. Therefore here which option is correct is B. Okay, so have you understood? Now you come to the fourth sum. It is very interesting sum. Very much time it is many times repeated in the board examination as well as in the previous NTSC and some competitive examinations. Okay students, now a stone is dropped from the top of a tower. Its height is 60 meters. At the same time, another stone is projected vertically upward with a velocity of 20 meters per second. Now the two stones will meet after how much time is the question. A similar problem we have done in our textbook exercise. Do you remember? With the different values of initial velocity. Understand? And the height of the tower was different. Same problem, my dear students. Suppose if you take, this is a tower, okay? This is a tower on the ground surface. One stone is falling in the downward direction, another stone is thrown in the upward direction. So the falling stone initial velocity is equal to 0, and the stone which is thrown up initial velocity is given as how much? 20 meters per second. Okay, so this is 20 meters per second. So they are meeting at some point. Okay, so A is the top of the tower, B is the ground surface, C is the meeting point. So the time taken will be the same here also. Time taken T will be the same. Okay, so now for the first stone, if S1, okay, is the distance traveled, this is equal to initial velocity, okay, U1 into T plus half into GT square. So this is equal to what? 0 plus half GT square. This is equation 1. Initial velocity of the first stone is 0. So half GT square, we will keep it as it is. Now for the second stone, another equation I am going to write S2. In which direction the second stone is going is in the upward direction, is it not? So for that the equation is what? U2 into T minus half into GT square. Okay. So this is equation number 2. Why there is a negative sign? Because the stone, second stone is projected in the upward direction. Now I am going to add equation 1 and equation 2. So that S1 plus S2 is now equal to half gt square plus u2 into t minus half gt square. When you add the right hand sides of equations 1 and 2, you see which term is getting cancelled. Yes, half gt square is cancelled with the minus half gt square. Okay, students, so this gets cancelled. So what is remaining? This is S1 plus S2 is equal to U2 into T. U2 into T. So what is the value of U2 given here is 20 meter per second. So this is equal to 20 into T. Now if you add the distance travelled by the two stones S1 and S2, will it be equal to the height of the tower? Yes. What is the height of the tower is 60 meter. So on the left hand side I am going to write 60. So 60 is equal to 20 into T. So 20 into T is equal to 60 implies T is equal to 60 divided by 20, that is equal to 3 seconds. Okay. So therefore now what is the time taken? After how much a time the two stones are meeting is after 3 seconds. Okay, students. So you see which of the option is correct is option C is correct. So option C is correct. Have you understood? Okay. Fifth sum. A ball thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 29.4 meter per second returns to the thrower after 6 seconds. The maximum height reached by the ball is asked. Now, a person is throwing a ball in the upward direction. It goes up. And what will be the final velocity at the highest point? V equal to 0. Afterwards, what will happen? The ball will return to the thrower's hand itself. So, the time of ascent plus time of descent, that is the total time taken by the ball to come back to the thrower itself is 6 seconds. Means what should be the time of ascent then equal to half of 6 is 3 seconds. So what is given here? What is given here? Okay. So ascending time, time of ascent plus time of descent, this is equal to 6 seconds. Therefore the time of ascent, therefore only the ascending time, what ascending time we will call it as t itself. So this is equal to 3 seconds. This is the only point you have to understand here. Otherwise, it is simply substitution in the equation only. Have you all understood? So, it is the time of ascent. Only one way to go up. And the final velocity at the highest point is equal to what? 0. And with what initial velocity it has been projected here is 29.4. So, 29.4 meters per second. So this is the picture like this. Okay, students. So here in 3 seconds V is equal to 0 and this is U equal to 29.4 meter per second. So you return the same values here. What is asked here? The maximum height reached by the ball. Okay, so this height is asked. That is nothing but the distance traveled. Okay, students. So using the equation I am going to do here. So the distance travelled S is equal to the maximum height. I can use the symbol H maximum also here. Okay, so this is equal to what? UT minus half GT square. Therefore, H maximum is equal to U is 29.4. So this is first term is 29.4 multiplied by T is 3 seconds. Then this is minus of half into G. So this is half into G is 9.8 divided by 2. That is equal to 4.9 into, okay, into T square is what? 3 square. T square is how much? 3 square. So this is now equal to 29.4 into 3. So if you multiply and find out, it will be equal to 88.2. So this will be equal to 88.2. You have to multiply and find it out. Okay, minus 9.8 divided by 2 is how much? 4.9 into 9. So 3 square is 9. 9 into 4.9. Okay, so if you multiply once again, this comes as what? 88.2 minus the product of this. You see here 4.9 is nearly equal to 5. So 9 5s are 45 should come, is it not? Some value between 44 and 45 should come. You multiply and find out that it is equal to 44.1. Okay, half of this 88.2 is 44.1. So this is 88.2 minus 44.1, that is equal to what? 44.1 meter. Therefore, the maximum height reached by the ball is equal to 44.1 meter. So this is the answer we are getting. Now you look at the 4 options. Option A itself is correct, is it not? Option A is correct. So this is how you will have to do the MCQs. So my dear students, these 5 problems I have just given as a model only. Like this you will have to go through so many competitive examination textbooks and you will have to solve so many problems and you have to update your knowledge in physics. Okay students, see you, best wishes.